is a good podcast. Welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. This is a good podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mouse Out of Wedlock. I am your host, Jakeb White. I have some important news that I'd like to get to today, but first, we need to introduce the other hosts. So, to my right, we've got, and tell me if I'm pronouncing this right, Xander Noland?
Xander Noland.
Great, very good. And of course, to my left, it's summer and he's wearing a beanie. It's Colt Joyce.
This is a hair management device. This is less of a fashion statement.
Hey, I've got a hair management device for you. I'm doing scissors with my fingers.
Oh, very
Anyway,
good.
boys, I brought you here today.
Yeah.
We're recording at a little bit of a different time because I have some really, really important news that I need to get to.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, well, the other... Ooh, my tummy. Ooh, it hurts so bad. Oh, I'm going to have to run to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. But I'll give you that news when I come back, which I definitely will. Bye.
Oh,
The IBS baddie leaves again.
jeez. Okay, well, look at that. There's a zany character coming up.
Hey guys, I'm back. It's me, Jakeb. I just shit myself. I didn't make it to the toilet. I got about halfway there,
Yeah,
and then the Lord called me,
Uh-huh.
and it just happened there. And I just kind of somebody's had to clean this later. Not it. Nose goes.
I mean, you're the one who actually works here.
Yeah, but we have other people that work here that take care of the facilities.
Okay.
I'm the face and the beauty of
You are.
this. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Hey, when the Lord calls, the Lord calls.
The Lord calls, and he called a lot. It was very torrential. Like in video games where it's raining so hard you can't really see because they haven't rendered it yet. It kind of looked like that, but my butthole.
You had like a Silent Hill shit.
It was very silent shit. Yeah, Pyramid Head did come out. Whenever you think it's just the mist and then a Pyramid Head pops his head out, it was one of those situations.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, I hate it. Pyramid Head's hot though.
Well, that he works out.
He works out. I mean, he's lifting that Pyramid Head.
Yeah,
and
true.
the big sword.
His
His ass is out too.
Oh, his ass is out?
I think so, right?
I
it's just
don't remember.
It's just like an apron in the front and then his
Yeah.
ass is out in the back.
Mm-hmm. Party in the front, party in the back also.
That's right. Well, thank you for being here, Dylan. We will introduce you as an actual person.
Okay, sounds good.
Because we'd like you to be known. Thank you for being here, Dylan.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is really fun. I love doing a podcast that's not like I don't have to do any research about.
Absolutely.
Because in mine, we'll talk about it later, whatever, I guess. Whatever. Plugs. I don't know if we do plugs.
I want to talk about my favorite podcast ever that is just on hiatus. It's going to come back. I know it. Every Actor Ever was one of my favorite podcasts in the world and kept me sane at peak pandemic.
I loved it so much I stole it almost.
Did you? Oh, yeah, Marathon.
Kinda.
Yeah, no, it is totally fine. That podcast was too. The reason that it stopped is because I had to go back to the office. I worked remotely during the pandemic for a while, and then I had to go back to the office, so I couldn't watch 17 movies a week.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Which was really, I could. The thing of the podcast is we would, watch an entire filmography of an actor. But, Ryan Gosling has, 60
a lot of
movies. It's a lot of fucking
movies.
movies. Laura Dern has a lot of movies. One day she might come back.
What's your white whale, I guess? Like, what do you want to do for that show?
Ooh, I mean, Laura Dern was she was a good one, but I think like Colin Farrell.
How many movies is Colin Farrell in?
Not that many.
Okay.
Not that many, which is great. And also, he's just a weirdo. He's a psycho, and so I just like watching him do. He's an underrated psycho performer, and so I just want to, have a reason to talk about Yorgos Lanthimos, really. And yeah.
You should do John Hamm and just watch him be a Fed in every movie.
Yeah.
Hey, when you have a part, you have a part.
Mm-hmm. It's him and Kyle Chandler I've had doing a Fed off.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Kyle
yes.
Chandler. I was just thinking about, one of the first Kyle Chandler things in the world. This is how I was introduced to him. Early Edition.
Okay. Oh, that
you familiar?
CBS show?
Yeah, are you familiar with
I'm
Early
familiar.
Edition?
Yeah.
Early Edition was one of my favorite shows as a child. I don't know if it still hands up. It was in the same like block as Touched by an Angel. It was like that kind of sappy melodrama core. Early Edition, the premise being this normal everyday guy, Kyle Chandler, receives tomorrow's newspaper.
Oh, wait. I've heard
He
of this.
receives tomorrow's newspaper with tragic news, and only he can stop it.
It's like 9/11 every day.
Yeah, 9/11 every day, and he has to stop it. And the only way he knows it is changed and it's for the good is if he looks at the paper at the end of the episode, and it changes to good news.
Oh damn! That's a good premise. I love that.
It's honestly, it needs to come back. Kyle Chandler, bring him back. What's he doing? Just being dads and feds and things.
I have a very horny Kyle Chandler story. I used to work at the Alamo Draft House, and I can tell the story because I got fired from there, so I don't care. And this is actually not why I got fired. This is an unrelated thing.
Can you tell that story?
I can tell that after this one. That one's much shorter.
Sounds good.
But the Kyle Chandler story, one time I was working at the Alamo Draft House, the Slaughter one, because I think he still lives out there. And it was a screening of that, what was that? Shia LaBeouf, like, Western movie with Tom Hardy, I think, and, like, Nick Cave wrote it.
Like, it was, like, something about brothers or, like, something.
I remember they sang White Light, White Heat by Velvet Underground in it. It was real weird. But he was singing that, and a friend of mine was working that, and he was like, Dylan, Kyle Chandler's in my row. Do you want to drop off like a drink to him? And I was like, no. Give me the person behind him. And so I dropped off that person's lemonade or whatever, and then I did a full like 180 and just went and smelled his beautiful hair, and it was so fucking nice. It was I just smelled Kyle Chandler, and it smelled so fucking good, baby. It was incredible.
That's good stuff.
Thank you. I got fired at the Draft House because an entire row stiffed me once during a Hunger Games screening, and and I threw a chair.
Like they refused to pay you?
No, they just left me nothing. They left me no tips, or they just left me like pennies and shit. And so they had one of those because they have like areas for like wheelchairs and stuff like that, and if they don't sell like a wheelchair seat, they'll like put like a temporary seat there so that somebody can sit there. And I threw one of those chairs.
Understandable. I get it.
Yeah.
And fuck Alamo Draft House for getting like they should have a room where you smash things for things like that happen, or just pay their employees a living wage.
Don't fire striking employees, Draft House.
Yeah,
fucking assholes.
Fucking assholes.
Do you think there should be like an anti-Alamo Draft House where it's only children allowed and they're super loud?
And you're texting the whole time.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You have to have like the flashlight on your phone.
Yeah.
Like in the theater.
You had to have a Bluetooth speaker playing music.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, you're not being loud enough. We're getting complaints from the rest of the rows. You gotta turn that up.
I love to watch Top Gun that way. That'd be really fun.
Oh god.
I mean, that's how I would have loved if. I think I would have liked Top Gun a whole lot more if I got to text through it.
Like live tweeting.
Yeah, if I got to tweet during Top Gun, out of an extra 2 stars.
Gosh. This has changed Xander's life.
Oh
Top Gun.
I'm a Top Gun fanatic.
you
I saw my first time. I saw it in D-Box.
Oh hell yeah!
Which is the only way I think you should see it in theaters, or even at home. You should get a vibrating chair because it like. Vroom. Every time it turns, he does a flip, and you're just like, the chair does a flip, and you feel so good.
This guy.
And you come, is what I'm saying. You're coming through the whole movie.
I would love to watch it in one of those like NASA gyroscope things they put you in. So, because there's that really the thing that made me go in Top Gun the most was whenever the plane is upside down on the other plane.
Yes.
If I got to also be upside down, major.
Yes. Alternatively, I saw Nope in D-Box for some reason.
What was that like? Yeah.
There was it felt like nothing. It was the
They just played the nope sound effect from the back of the theater.
Whenever the shoe was floating, you were also floating.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was complete opposite experience, and I tweeted about it. And D-Box retweeted me on the Top Gun one and chose to ignore me on my Nope criticism, in which I said this didn't feel very good.
This isn't very D-Box.
Yeah, this isn't very D-Box. You kind of wasted, but. 3 out of 4 movies that I've seen in D-Box have been good.
Wait, what are the other 2?
No Time to Die.
Hell yeah.
Was excellent, and Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah,
so it's got to be action movies.
You're picking the right ones.
Yeah.
You're not seeing Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris in D-Box.
Mississippi Masala on D-Box.
I would see a Lost Highway reissue though on D-Box though. That'd be fucking sick.
So specific, like David Lynch went in and he like he made the chairs all wonky at like times it isn't appropriate. That would actually be genius.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm making a shift.
Uh-oh.
So earlier this week, my roommates and I were watching YouTube as we are wont to do, and then a video for this this Christian comedian came on.
Okay.
And I don't remember. It was like from the 90s, and I just made an offhand comment. I was like, haha, I could do that. And everyone in the room was like, yeah, Xander, you could actually be a really successful Christian comedian. So I'm pivoting.
Christianity, that's strong, baby.
So you're hearing it here first, folks. I'm pivoting to Christian comedy. So nothing but clean humor and talking about how much of a little stinker I am.
The new king of comedy, Xander.
The new king of comedies.
Well, there is only one king of comedy, and that's our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yes, thank you. If you read his parables, pretty funny.
Jesus is fucking hilarious. He's so funny. He's like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He was like the Donald Trump of that era.
For real though, he was. He honestly was
Very charismatic.
Just like dying and then showing up to parties and after his death and being like, look at my fucking hands.
Look at this. Is fucking gross, right? Is this gross? This is so nasty.
Or like his bros are out fishing, just trying to eat, and he's just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk towards them. Let's see what happens.
Would you be like the Christian comedian that like goes to high schools and does shows? Is that what you would
I'm
want?
talking like, high schools, like start going to like big churches, like really start bringing that up. I feel like I could be pretty successful at it. Would I be doing it earnestly? No, I wouldn't. Neither do they.
Dylan, what do you remember from high school? It's like the weird thing that came through because we had Power Team.
I was literally gonna say Power Team.
Hell yeah!
What is Power Team? I didn't have.
Oh my God, Power! You go on. No, Power. Yeah,
we could both talk about
Yeah.
it. But Power Team is like this group of Christian strongmen that comes through to your high school and rips phone books in half using the power of Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, Righteous Gemstones.
They're like, I used to like be a prisoner or whatever, but then I like found God. And now I go, teaching His word by ripping phone books in half.
Yeah, I've seen Powerlifters for Christ type stuff.
It's so hot.
Like
It's
strong.
so
There's like a they always came pre-ripped for some reason. And
Oh,
it's like
absolutely.
strong,
It's a tank top
strong
exclusive
Christ
group,
or strong church or strong lift or something like that. I don't know.
I would do like Christian improv. I think that'd be really. That's the only way that you can make improv worse is if there's a message.
You're right.
I saw a really good, great set. It was at Fallout where they came on as two Christian missionaries and tried to do improv as two Christian members. So there's like a layer. It just ended up them being like spanking each other every scene.
Yes.
It was a great one-off joke. I don't know how like sustainable that joke is, but it's very funny when I saw it.
I did the like sketch cover show at Fallout a couple months ago, and it was a Kids in the Hall sketch called Running Faggot, and it's like from Christian missionaries singing about like a Davy Crockett sort of figure, but he's the running faggot. People did not laugh at it. People were not comfortable because it's sung the whole time. And it's just me singing a cappella running faggot, saying faggot about 400 times. People did not laugh at it.
I kind of prefer that reaction, though.
It was so uncomfortable. My leg was just shaking like a leaf on a tree. It was just it was weird.
The only way it could have been better is if you got booed.
God, I wish I got booed. Oh my God.
Have you ever been booed on stage?
I got booed
Really?
at walkouts. Oh yeah. And whenever I used to do game shows and stuff like that, people would boo me. Remember the one time it happened was I used to do this show called Game Show. That was like just. It was a gay game show where I tried to be as nasty as possible. It was just vicious.
Good stuff.
And it was a very fun show. And one time, just as a brief aside, this is how gross it was. I had the contestants deliver PrEP into an asshole. And so they had to, one person was the asshole and the other person was the PrEP delivery service. And PrEP is the anti-HIV medication. And they first had to take like conditioner in their mouths and spit it into someone else's like a cup on their face and then spit in mini M&Ms out spit through the PrEP. And then Shale Haywood threw up on Matt Needles' face.
Oh my God.
So it was that shit. But this other
That's legendary.
it was iconic.
I would have loved to see
so
that.
good.
It was disgusting. But one time we did a show where I had a mannequin and I put like numbers in the mannequin. There was like a half torso mannequin that had a hole at the bottom, and I made the contestants like fist it. And to get shit out of it, and people booed and walked out. People did not like that. They didn't want to see just Devin Coleman just fucking fisting a mannequin. I don't know why. I think I may have put somebody's face on it too. I may have put like Tony Kushner's face on it. But yeah, people did not like that.
I see.
That's on them.
If you don't like queer art, you're homophobic.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree as well.
Thank you. We're not homophobic on this
Thank
podcast.
you. You can fist and throw up as much as you want.
Yeah, you can do it right now.
Okay, give me a second. Just give me a pencil or something. I'll make myself throw up.
Where are you performing these days?
I'm at Fallout still.
Okay,
Doing
cool.
a lot of Fallout stuff. I just did I opened for Garage all month doing a stand-up, and I'm actually taking a break, taking a little sabbatical. I say that all the time, I know, but I'm directing the Fallout November show.
Very
Ooh.
cool.
And so that's going to be, the focus of my creative endeavors for a while.
That's sick.
Has that been the show been announced like what it is yet?
Do you want to make it an exclusive?
Let's do it.
Let's make it
a Mouse Out of Wedlock exclusive.
So the show it's 2 casts. One is it's like a gay bar, like Friends at a Gay Bar, and the other is a King of Queens style sitcom. And the sitcom gets a directive from the overhead, from the president of the network, says their show needs to be gayer. So they send out a writer to infiltrate a gay bar, and then the writer takes stuff that he learns from the gay bar back to the show, and they implement that into the show. And then the show starts to influence the gay bar. And then so it's this like feedback loop until it gets into just chaos, until the show becomes like drag queens lip syncing Linkin Park because the people are putting in like fake gay information.
I'm there. That sounds fantastic.
It's very silly. It's a very high concept silly show. I'm very excited. I got Klain in the lead as the show. Mace Kerwick is back producing it.
I have a story, but I ruined one of their shows one time.
Oh no! What happened? What's the tea?
Okay, so when I first moved to Austin, I was doing improv at Cold Town, and I went to a Klain show, and I was dating this girl from India at the time. And for some reason, like I did not volunteer, but they were doing the thing where they go around and like, hey, what's going on in your life that's negative? I was like, my girlfriend's about to be deported. It was the first question they asked. It fucking killed the vibe in the room. And they just moved on immediately, and nobody laughed. There was no reaction. It was so fucked. I felt so bad because I was like brand new to improv. And I was like, oh, these people are really cool. I want to go to their show. And I was like, God damn, I really fucked up. I really fucked up their entire show.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No,
you didn't. You know, you brought up.
I brought it up to them like a year later, and they remembered.
And Lane's so nice that he was just like, oh no, don't worry about it, man.
He called his wife and was like, this is the guy.
that is a great Lane too. It's like, this is the dude.
They knew. They remembered the exact moment.
Did they ask you about your girlfriend?
No. She moved to Chicago. She didn't get deported. She's good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Good
she's
for her.
fine.
She escaped. She escaped Texas.
She's good. She's good.
Oh my god, that is incredible. Who else is in the cast? Mace
is
Klain.
in the cast. Brittany Sonnenberg is in the cast.
Oh, she's so good.
She's so. The second I saw her, I was like, I'm working with you. The second
She's
I can.
so good. I took one class with her when we were coming up through Cold Town. Really, really good. Really good.
She's great. Ariel Wesley's in it. Stephanie Fonseca's in it.
That's great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good cast.
Primo.
Top tier.
Is Ramir on it?
I asked him, but he is still working out scheduling. Just because I don't want to blow up his spot, but he may be unavailable by the time the show runs.
Good.
So
Good for him.
And then also Pete Parsons, I'm working with him as well, but I also don't want to blow up his spot.
Is it fully cast yet?
Not fully cast yet.
Okay.
Xander's trying to get in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I'll try to find a spot for you.
This sounds like a great show. I want in on it. Yes. This is how I do it. I bring people. I hear rumblings of a show,
Xander's
and I'm like,
like,
all right, I'm going to get the director on. I'm going to smooze them over. I'm going to buy them a coffee, and they're going to ask to be on their show.
He did this for this magic thing we're doing tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Wait, what are you doing with magic tomorrow?
Oh, shit. We're going to hit you up for this for the next episode.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm doing, I don't know if you would know Shannon McCormick for any
Oh,
reason.
yeah. She reached out to me. Tomorrow's my wedding anniversary.
Oh, shit.
So
Shannon's also a dude.
I know. Shit. I had
Shannon's a
no
guy.
idea. I don't look at profile
It's
pictures
okay,
and
it's
anything. Shannon, yeah, I love all male. Michael Shannon. Great
yeah.
Shannon.
He's great.
But yeah, I have my wedding anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh, well, congrats.
Thank you so much.
That's
1
awesome.
year. It's
Congrats.
wonderful. It's
Big time, big time.
It went so fast.
I remember you getting married. I don't think that was a year ago.
It was July 31st.
That's fucked up.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's gay as hell.
Yeah. But the show, it's called Commander Confidential. I'm sure he pitched it to you. Secret Commander, basically.
Hell yeah.
You come in with no knowledge of each other's decks, and someone match makes them against each other.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think it'll be really fun. It'll be really fun. But.
I got some stupid ass decks.
Hell
Some
yeah.
dumb ass decks. We played one last week. Xander played, me and Xander and Jason played last week, and I got my new commander named Glunch. I love a dumb commander named Glunch.
That's it.
It's a jellyfish named Glunch.
I loved it. I love fighting it.
Yeah, Glunch is fun.
It was fun. It's one of the few decks you're like, that's fun.
Yeah, we love Glunch. That's the best shit about Magic. It's always, I hate saying the words of things out loud because it's always just like, Desaya, the Truth Destroyer, will deal 2 damage to you. I hate it. It's It's awful.
It's like ordering off one of those menus at like an amusement park. Where it's like, yeah, I'll have the cranberry surprise.
I mean, what else? What else is surprising there? It's cranberries, you know that.
It's just a barrel of cranberries. I truly don't know how to eat a cranberry. How do you eat one? Do you just pop? Can you pop it in?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't really know because like the skin feels like you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, it's like this is tough poison.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't. But then the inside is like weird and white. Like I don't know. Are you supposed? What the fuck is a cranberry?
Have you seen how they like grow them?
Yeah, they're in the bog and they float. That's so shit's magic.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? Anyone out there in Big Cranberry, reach out.
Cranberry,
to the
reach out. So Jakeb usually
cranberry
has
farmer.
a laptop and is our computer guy, and now I'm realizing we don't have that. So we're just aimlessly.
If I were Jake and I had a laptop and I was given with the task of what is a cranberry, I would shut down. I'd be like, I don't know how to answer this right now.
Part of the problem is he uses Asks Jeeves. So it's kind of an issue when he's trying to look stuff up.
Videos don't load.
Yeah.
Everything is 20 years out of date.
Yeah, it's like black on green text. Yeah, it's.
He uses the Wayback Machine exclusively.
I know how they were grown in 2004. Technology may have changed.
Well, that's really cool about the show. Is that like what you want to keep doing? Is directing or?
Yeah, I like directing because I kind of like to. I'm gonna be the most pretentious person in the entire fucking world, but I feel like a lot of like improv shows and stuff aren't like treated as like other forms of art, like the way that people talk about like making an album, making a movie, making a book, whatever. Where it's like there's like greater themes and greater like a continuum of one person's work, where it's just like here's my new show that I put together and it's about farts and stuff like that. I was like, I like my shows that I've directed and stuff to kind of be in this like. I keep coming up like Yorgos Lanthimos, where it's like you know what a Dylan Garsee stage performance is, and so I want to keep directing stuff like that. I'd love to. I moved to Chicago in like a year and a half, and I'd love to.
Nice,
yes,
congrats.
Thank you. I'd like to.
And that's another
do shit
exclusive.
Another exclusive. No, I've been tweeting about it every other tweet that I'm moving to Chicago.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
I thought it had already happened, maybe.
But I want to like put shit up in Chicago and like have like a bigger stage to play out of. Yeah,
That's cool.
I think that's like super possible. Like how I've been seeing like people who've been having the mass exodus from Austin is like they go to these places and they have like all that experience from Austin, like that stage time and like their production time.
Just easier to get it here, I guess.
Yeah, and so like whenever they go to other places, they are able to start getting sets places, or like we're seeing all our friends getting shit at the Elysian in LA.
Yeah, and like Protexter is like hosting shit in
Yes.
parks.
Oh yeah,
And I was like,
all
what
the time.
hell?
He's like hosting video game tournaments in a park. I was like, what?
You've been here for 6 months.
This is your dream, is it not?
And it's like it's one of those things where it's like we've been pretty fortunate here, and because of that, like I can see you going to Chicago and like fairly quickly getting to that that thing.
That's what I want, baby.
What's the scene up there? Like,
No
what's
idea.
Still,
I
what's
only
still
go
open? Did they shut a whole bunch of them
I know
down?
IO closed.
Yeah.
And so I think Annoyance and Second City is still open.
I thought Second City closed too for some reason. Maybe it was just temporary for COVID or something.
Yeah, I think closed one location in LA, but that was just because they had like 3 locations there.
Yeah, I think they're good to go now. Yeah, every time I go to Chicago, I've been a few times, and I only go to music shit. Because like we go to Pitchfork Fest every year. Because I'm fucking indie scum, baby. I read Pitchfork every day the second the reviews drops. That's the last thing I do before I go to bed. It's like 11:07 p.m. Pitchfork reviews drop, and I read all of them, and then I fall asleep.
You have Twitter notifications on for Pitchfork.
Like a fucking lunatic, I do. You know I do. Yeah, I gotta know. I have one other friend that's also Pitchfork obsessive, and we're both like, okay, who got like 9.0s in 2017? We're like, okay, that was 2017. So that was a Jamie XX year. That was the Kendrick Lamar year. Who else got it? And we just like go through. We just try to remember who had the scores, like fucking psychopaths.
I'm kind of like that with Fantano a little bit. I like know Fantano's scores
yeah.
for some things.
It's the fucking best, man.
Yeah.
I met Fantano.
You met Fantano?
Yeah, at South by in like 2013 when I first
Wow,
moved here.
that's
and
early.
he is dense, babe. Because I used to be on 4Channel.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Sure, yeah. We talk about Fortune on this show
Hell yeah.
sometimes.
But yeah, I met him just on the streets. Just like I was just going to some concert, and I remember just seeing him. I was like, "Oh, you Fantano?" He's like, "Yeah," and he gave me a sticker that had his face on it, and like I wanted to take a selfie, but it was before like iPhones and stuff were like completely ubiquitous. So like I had like a dumb phone. Like it was like that long ago. It was cool. Yeah, he's a cool dude. And his tastes, he's never wrong, baby. Never wrong.
I'll agree. I like Fantano. I like Fantano a lot.
I have no strong opinions on
Oh,
Fantano.
he's great.
Yeah.
I think you've said before on this show that you don't like his opinions.
I don't like all of his opinions. I was just trying to keep it civil here.
I think literally last episode you said.
Oh no, it was like 2 episodes ago. I change.
I like it because a lot of like the video, like music critics and film critics, I hate the way that they talk, especially on TikTok, where it's like, today we're going to talk about the 100 greatest albums of all time, and these are just my opinions. So do not get mad at me, but remember, these are just my opinions. My opinion says this, and it's always like Frank Ocean, #1. It's like.
Or it's like underrated bangers from the 2010s. It's like the most famous song.
Yeah, Borderline by Tame Impala. Like, come on, girl. Like, listen to some real shit. Listen to real music.
Who do you watch on YouTube? We've been talking about this a lot on the show. Like, who's your YouTuber, and what do you hate about other parts of YouTube?
I'm not too deep into YouTube. I watch a lot of cooking YouTube.
Okay.
But the main one, I watch game nights. I watch a lot of magic YouTube.
Hell yeah.
There's a thing in game nights that I don't like. So if you don't know game nights, it's like a magic commander podcast, and they like play Commander on there, and they do this thing in the editing where it's like reality show editing where it'll be like, I didn't know that so and so was gonna play this move, but this is how I got something to react to, and then they hold the video for like 1 second, so it's the person just like kind of pausing with their smiling, and they're just like, but they don't know what I have up my sleeve.
I completely agree. I completely 100% agree with that take.
It's deranged. It's the most insane. Like, cut out 1 second. I do it all the time on my podcast. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You can do it. And so that's the one thing.
The amount of editing they put into that show, like, why are they not doing it?
They fucking animate the card. That is so, how do they do that? And they can't cut out the millisecond. It's truly
They put out one video a month. How do they not take care of this?
It's a stylistic choice.
I guess.
It really is like FaceTiming with someone and like your Wi-Fi is low. Like that's the level of like the stall that it has. It's so weird.
It's like when like, you're on the phone with your mom and like you both say bye and she doesn't hang up and you're like your phone's away from you and it's just like still on.
I was at speaking of talking to my mom, I was at a Boy Harsher concert last night.
So I didn't even know they were in town. I was very sad I missed that.
I've never been that packed in the Empire before.
It was good.
It was so good. But she had called me and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm at a Boy Harsher concert. And she was like, my mom is like in her late 50s. And she was like, oh, I love Boy Harsher. And I was like, I'm gooped. Okay, Mom, good for you. Congratulations. How did you find out about that? She's like, I saw it on a drag video that I watched once. I was like, what the hell?
That's it.
Yeah, it rules.
Was a part of you like, where was this, Mom, years ago?
Yeah, where were you, Mom? What the hell?
My mom is really into YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, so it's almost exclusively what she watches.
What does she watch?
So she's big. She has her own antique store.
Hell yeah.
And she has another antique stand at like an antique like emporium place. And so like just her whole like identity is just that kind of stuff. She's antiquing, and I didn't realize how big of a YouTube this was. Like every rabbit hole, there's a giant community on YouTube dedicated to antiquing and pricing. And just like these weird dudes with cameras going up to people's old homes, knocking on the doors and be like, can I go through your shit?
Do you remember American Pickers?
Yeah, no, it's American Pickers, and like people just now just go up to people's homes and there's YouTube videos and just like, can I go in your barn and buy something? Okay.
Does she watch like restoring?
Yes,
that's the best shit in the entire world.
Yeah,
oh my god,
restoration.
When it's like, yeah, we found this old like a peer viewfinder and it's all rusty and they just take it apart. Oh my god, the ASMR.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like she puts it on. She feels like I'm being judgy. And I'm just like, she's like, oh, put something else on. I was like, no, Mom, I'm just gonna be reading.
Cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be reading. Put that on. Like, watch your show. Like, and like price your earrings that she's pricing. Like that's all she's just like watching and like somebody go through eBay listings and it's like this can of soda sold for $5,000. She's like, ooh, I gotta give me one of those cans of soda.
Did you ever watch Antiques Roadshow? Y'all Antiques Roadshow
yes.
bitches?
I've seen some.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's such a great show.
It's so good. I fucking saw someone that I knew on there once.
Oh,
Really?
I was like, they were selling a Rolex, and if you know anything about Antiques Roadshow and Rolex, is like if it's the fucking Mariner Diver one, you know, it's like $80 bajillion. And I just saw the watch. I was like, oh, cool. The Rolex are gonna freak out. Who's it gonna be? And it was this dude I fucking work with.
No way.
And he just like sold his watch for $80,000. And I was like, how do you still work here? We have the same job title. You're $80,000 richer than me.
Was it the old guy with the bandana that fell down?
Oh no, God, I wish.
Yeah. That's my favorite Antiques Roadshow moment.
It's the best shit. I love at the end whenever they play like the bloopers and shit, and they're just like, I brought what I thought was an antique, road sign, but it turns out that it was bought at a Six Flags 3 years ago by me.
The receipts like stapled on the back.
It's like
With
Hearth
a
and Hand
photo.
at Target.
Photo of them with the sign at Six Flags.
I kind of feel like YouTube's gonna be like the thing that people switch to after Netflix stops sharing their passwords. How do you guys feel about that? What do you think about the Netflix cracking down on the password sharing thing?
Good. Netflix blows.
Yeah, it sucks ass. There's nothing on there.
Yeah, they took 30 Rock off. Tomorrow's the last day of 30 Rock. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I
Breaking
fucking hate
Bad is
30
going
Rock.
away in 2025.
What the?
And
I've been an Alec Baldwin hater for years. And it's panning out finally.
You're the one who took it off. You're cult Netflix.
That's correct. I worked with the guy that was on set ADing when Alec Baldwin shot somebody.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You have the floor for the remainder of the episode.
I mean, there's not much to tell. His name's Dave Halls. He's a piece of shit, alcoholic AD that's very dangerous to work with.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely was very upset that I was doing an improv show whenever that happened, because I would have liked to have been live on Twitter the second that went down.
For sure.
Truly one of Alec Baldwin killing someone, one of the greatest days of my life.
Oh my God. I'm too close to it to have that opinion.
Sorry, I'll turn away then.
No.
Alex
Oh,
Baldwin.
it was mine too.
Say it to Xander.
I'm with you on that. It was.
I was just
feel
like, I was losing my mind. I was just like, how did I miss this? I need the. It's like whenever like Trump got COVID. I was like,
Yes.
it was one of the greatest Twitter moments of my entire life. And like, it was whenever my husband, like, I was a sleep party. He goes to bed after me. He like woke me up. He's like, Trump got COVID. And it was fully that "Don't Wake Daddy" game from the '90s, where the daddy like pops up out of the. I had my little fucking nightcap with my like fucking candle. I was like, "Excuse me," and read Twitter for the next 6 hours. It was the greatest.
Then Biden got COVID and it wasn't as fun.
It wasn't as fun.
And he waited.
Yeah.
He really has a way of just making everything boring.
Dark Brandon's so bad at Twitter. I don't get it. He needs to get better at it.
My favorite Twitter account right now is just old Trump tweets.
Oh my God,
It's
so good.
I
don't
miss
know
it.
what we had.
Obama.
Obama. Obama.
I love whenever it used like in the beginning of Twitter, it would be like Willie Farrell like telling like some stupid ass like fake thing that Will Ferrell never said. There was like a bunch of like not like this is not John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
That was whenever Twitter was good.
Back in the day.
People were impersonating celebrities poorly. Oh, I miss that shit. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of enjoy Twitter now, but
Yeah.
I got to it late. I don't really remember like the old days.
I don't know how like anyone joining Twitter in the past like 3 years can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it.
I don't know if I do.
It's truly like someone said it was the smoking section of the internet, and I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's how it feels.
If you miss one cycle of the
Over.
and you're behind it like once, you're just like, well, I just gotta wait until the next cycle, because like
Yeah.
there'll be times where people are talking around a subject but not about the subject, because they don't want to quote tweet the tweet. They don't want to engage with that person, so they're just talking vaguely about the tweet.
Yeah,
and
it'll
I'm
be
just
like,
what
we
is this?
Mads Mikkelsen tweet, in this house we do not tolerate homophobia. And you're like, what did Mads Mikkelsen say? What happened? That's whenever I was in Spain, I was like still on Twitter every day, like a fucking lunatic. I was like, I can't miss anything. Like it sucked because I would like get on and it'd be like 2 a.m, so I'd have to like go and like, I'd have like 1,000 tweets to catch up on. But I still every day kept up with my Twitter. Like, yes sir, Mr. Twitter, I have to be on here.
I can't miss a meme.
Can't miss a meme.
What was like the last big moment? I guess like the last big moment was Will slapping Chris was big.
Girl.
And then you see Will apologize yesterday.
Oh, he did
What?
yesterday. I
He
didn't
did a
see-
YouTube.
oh.
He did a generic YouTuber apology with the full like walk in, sit down, sigh. Like it looked like he trained for it. And then he was answering like questions that people had for him. How do you feel that you've let all these people down? And Will's like, I hate letting people down.
Just the biggest
That's my
softball
trauma.
questions. Like he went to some media like PR firm. Like, what do they do? Like, how do I apologize for this now?
Yeah.
What do I do? And they're like, do a YouTube apology, and here's how you do it. You walk on, you side. Do you
Yeah.
have a dog?
They watched the Shane Dawson apology. Just back to back to back.
Yeah,
to
the
back.
Tati Westbrook, yeah.
The James Charles apology. The Logan Paul.
Hey sisters, if Will Smith came up, sat down, and went, "Hey, sisters,"
I would lose.
I would have asked like, "How soft is Chris Rock's skin? Like, what did it feel like he moisturizes every day?" That's what I'd have asked.
That's a good question.
Good.
Yeah,
That's a hard hitting question.
I just love. Could you imagine being Will Smith going up, slapping Chris Rock, and being like, "Ooh, like butter." Oh my god, Chris, what's your secret?
Your skin, fucking soft.
He just does the follow through and stays.
What if they kissed?
If they kissed, that'd be so hot. It'd be so fucking hot.
It would be a better moment.
Our society would have been changed if they had kissed instead.
Yeah.
If both Will Smith and Chris came out together.
Yes.
Oh my god.
There was also he was asked, "Did Jada tell you to do it?" He goes, "No."
Jada 100% fully like fully tugged her ear and like swiped her nose and
He's
like
doing baseball
like
signs
activated like the sleeper cell within Will Smith. She went like popcorn and then he just got
Went full Pharaoh. Oh yeah. What happened after that though? What's the next big Twitter? What's
oh god, I'm trying to think.
we need another one.
I know. Somebody needs to. That's still the craziness that's happened this year. I want another like shrimp tail on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy. I feel like there hasn't been like a micro like Twitter thing in a minute.
I saw the Cane's napkin a couple days ago. It's just somebody that like fried a napkin and put it in their Cane's meal.
I bet, honestly, I mean, I'm not going to Cane's for the chicken.
Oh,
You're going for the sauce.
I'm going for the sauce.
you're going for the slaw.
I'm going for the, Hey, can I sub out the bread, the tenders, and the fries for just slaw?
I don't need a container. I actually just need the slaw.
I did one of those Dave & Buster's videos a while back, and like it's been announced. So Cold Town is doing like a Dave & Buster's video thing.
Oh, like a promo thing?
Yeah. For like trivia night, it'll be like these videos come up and it'll be like Mr. Beast type like joke videos or something. I say Mr. Beast, like think of just like rib eating contest like I had with Dave Buckman. So we just like eat ribs.
You had a rib eating contest?
Yeah, so
with Dave Buckman?
Dave Buckman and I are sitting next to each other, camera, and we're just like who can eat these ribs the fastest.
Where are they from? Were they from like Chili's?
We shot at Dave & Buster's. They were Dave & Buster's ribs, and to tell you what, they weren't bad.
Okay.
Chill.
I got hosed.
Corporate chill.
I got fucking destroyed by Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
If you're ever at Dave & Buster's, you see a video of me versus Dave Buckman on the screen. Vote for Dave. You're gonna win all the points. I got fucking he got through all 6 of them, and I could only get through 3, and mine was a mess.
He fully just went bone straight down the throat.
Yes.
Tooth down.
Well, like 3 at a time. I just out of sheer embarrassment and just to like redeem some funny quality out of this video, I just grabbed the big thing of coleslaw after they announced Dave Buckman and just grabbed it and just shoved it into my face and ate it. Just really.
That's art right there,
Yeah,
baby.
it was art.
Baby.
I can't like the pictures are great. Just my face, just my face covered in.
Are you excited for them to not update that video for 25 years?
That's gonna be so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. We're gonna walk into Dave & Buster's one day and see it up there.
Dave will be dead because he's like 85.
He's been eating ribs his whole life.
Dave never left. He's still eating ribs to this day.
That's one of the attractions at Dave & Buster's now. Is you can go race Dave Buckman in a rib eating contest. It's 15 tickets.
Man, I had a gift card. I used to live by. I used to live off of Burnett and Rockwood. This is a very good visual podcast. But there's that talking band off of Burnett. This is for visual things.
Yeah.
And I got a gift card to Dave & Buster's, and I was like I used to part of my mental health journey realize I used to go into a lot of fugue states and a lot of where I would just kind of disassociate for a while. I walked from there to Dave & Buster's. There's a freeway in the middle
that's
of
a
it.
long walk.
there is.
Yeah, I just fully just disassociated and ended up at a Dave & Buster's by
Austin's
myself.
not exactly walkable.
No, it's not. That was a good mile and a half away through a freeway.
I love living in a walkable city. Thanks, Dylan, for proving it.
Having to walk across 9 lanes of traffic to get to Dave & Buster's on like a Wednesday.
Hey, you were just playing Frogger.
Yeah, it truly was. Look, I'm still here today.
You lived.
If that's how I died, though,
In an alternate universe, you're just in a universe where you survive.
Oh my! I would love to go to that planet.
There's a universe where there's multiple universes where Dylan was pancaked on the highway.
I am actually the one in which I survived.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every other, I was supposed to just eat it there. That's how I want to die, though. I think it'd be fun. That'd be cool to die in a hilarious way.
Yeah. I have you all had near-death experiences? I've had a couple, but I have one in particular.
What happened?
I guess just like close car crashes.
Yeah.
but that's not.
I've never had a close car crash because
Scooter
I'm a
crashes.
good driver. Oh yeah, you have a scooter.
Got in a scooter crash.
You got hit by a car on a scooter?
No, a car made me like swerve out of the way, and I like just down the street. It was fun. It was in the middle of winter, so I had like 17 layers on. Thank God, if they cut my pants off. Stupid ambulance.
Oh wow!
I had like the sweater that I really liked. That band US Girls is like the only merch that I have of theirs, and they were like, I was like, please do not cut my sweater. I was like, it's all on my leg, please. I was like, you can take the pants, just don't take the sweater.
So in college, I worked for a student apartment complex, and every year we would remove the the shitty furniture and put new furniture in, because once a year the students would move out, and then there'd be like a 2-week period where new people hadn't moved in yet. So we'd go in, move the furniture, and move stuff in. Super crazy 2 weeks, a lot of fun on it. It felt like summer camp, except you're just moving furniture every day.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You have like golf carts, and you're moving like big mattresses. You're just being wholly irresponsible, drinking beer on golf carts, getting like mattresses up like stairs and stuff.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorite like couple of weeks. We would have these shipping containers with all the furniture in them. I was told, hey, we need some more mattresses. I'm like, hell yeah, I love mattress duty. Because it would just be me in a golf cart with like holding on with my one arm onto the mattresses on top. We didn't tie it down. And on the other arm, I was driving. And I know it sounds like I'm going to get into a car crash.
Third arm had a beer.
Yeah, third arm had a beer.
And the fourth had a gun.
Fourth had a joint. Fifth had the gun.
There we go.
There we go.
There you go.
And it sounds like I'm going to get a golf cart crash, right?
It does.
No. No, that was a useless part of the story. Here's the good part.
Oh, good.
I go to the shipping container and start moving some of the mattresses. But in the row in front of the mattresses are a bunch of bed frames. And I start moving it, and these like pile bed frames lean over, smack me in the head, and then black out just for a brief moment, and then pin my neck against the wall.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it gets fucking real quick. And I start screaming. I'm like, help! Was trying to get somebody to come, right? And I like nothing's happening. I pull out my phone, and I still have that. I'm like, okay, thank God. I'm not gonna call it.
You're pinned against the wall
Yeah.
by your neck.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Yeah, and so like,
That's
I
fucked
can't.
Face ID doesn't work. You're like, oh fuck, I don't have.
Well, thankfully, Face ID wasn't a thing yet. So I put the code in, whatever, and I'm like pinned against the wall, so I can't see my phone. So, but I know a couple of numbers, and I'm just like, I get to I know my recent text messages, my 2 managers were recent, so I managed to get there, call one, no answer. She's in a meeting. She texts me. Okay, thanks. And I call the other person, and he also didn't answer. So I'm like, well, okay. I try to go for a third call. Drop the phone. It's gone.
Whoops.
Well, I'm like, okay.
127 hours. But you're pinned by your neck in a dorm
pinned
room.
by my neck. And I am just like I'm getting fucking choked. And I'm like, oh. And I just black out. I'm gone. And like the thing is, like, here's the best part. Almost every time, this is for most near-death experiences, you have like a "this is it" moment. If you're seeing it coming, you're like, "Oh, this is it." Like it's kind of like then a peace washes over you. It's a whole thing, and then like I black out. I'm like, honestly, kind of pleasant. Not bad. And then I see like a swing set on a green hill, and all of a sudden the swing set starts screaming at me. What? Why is the swing set screaming at me? And then all of a sudden my vision comes right back out of like a tunnel, and this guy had like, I was very heavy, had like pulled it off. It was just like, get out of there! And I just stumble out of the shipping container and collapse on the ground. And this woman is just like, sits down next to me. It's like, hey, are you all right? Are you okay? We've called the ambulance. Do you need me to call anybody? Do you need me to call your mom? This is important.
Okay.
Do you need me to call your mom? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll call her. I'll deal with it later. Ambulance comes, checks me out. I get workman's comp for a couple weeks.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Boo-boo!
I've done that once too.
It's
pretty rad.
Rules.
Yeah.
Got free pain meds and free muscle relaxers. It was great. Anyway, so that I survived. It ends up being a great experience. No, I survived. That woman starts hitting me up every day at the front office to join her Christian timeshare.
No.
It was
my God.
Yeah, she would keep hitting me up. She hit me up on Facebook.
What's
she
a
hit me up.
Christian timeshare?
She's like, hey, so I
It's
know.
a church. You get a church for like 2 weekends out of the year.
I don't fucking know. And she just like kept like hitting me up. She's like, hey, like I know like the reason you survived was so you could have this opportunity.
That's so
You
fucked.
and your mom.
That's fucked up.
You and your mom.
Oh,
like
she's trying to get on your mom.
she's trying. I'm just like, what is this?
She's like the Moonies or some shit.
Yeah, and I'm trying to I'm telling her. Eventually, I feel bad because she was part of like the reason I survived, right?
Yes.
So like I have this like kind of like I feel like I owe
You
her
have
a
an
little
obligation.
bit. Like I have an obligation to her, but I just tell her because it's like a certain point. I was like, I'm not gonna join your timeshare. I'm sorry. And she was just like, fine, like whatever. Like maybe we shouldn't have helped you.
She said that?
Yes.
That's so crazy.
And then leaves. But the
That's
thing
so
was, she
crazy.
wasn't associated with that guy. That guy never saw him again. True guardian angel.
Truly.
Love him. Like the sirens started coming, he ran. So maybe he had something else going on. But he saved my life, and that's
Holy
all I care about. And he never approached me about a timeshare. It
What a
was only the
legend.
woman who was vaguely there.
You're going to see him in like 10 years. Like, remember whenever I saved you?
He's going to show you a picture of you passed out pinned against the wall and be like, is this you? I remember this.
I remember it.
You're like-
bloated, scarred face.
Now
'Cause
buy a magazine subscription from me.
I would him. I
Here's a
would
Men's
buy.
Health subscription.
I do it. I do it for him.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah. No, nothing as dramatic as that.
No.
I was in a flooding building before, which is fun. This I promise will come back around. But a couple weeks ago, I saw Purity Ring in concert.
No.
No, I know. And it was special because I bought those tickets in 2019, and I finally got to see them. And I was like, finally I get to see them because the last time I saw them, this happened. So they were here for their second album. They released 2 albums since. They're here for their second album. And they were playing at Stubbs, and like 10 minutes before their show was about to start, there was a big like flash flood warning, whatever, like big lightning storm. They had to cancel it. The last time they're like, seek shelter. It's about to get brazy. It got brazy. We were in sidebar. We got drunk, whatever. And they're like, we rescheduled it for Memorial Day on Monday at Austin Music Hall. That's how long ago it was when Austin Music Hall was still fucking open. And I was like, oh, well, I have work that night. I can't go. So fuck, sucks. I used to work at this restaurant called Fresses. It's on 9th and Lamar, and it's right next to a creek and at the bottom of 2 hills, which is once again important. If you remember, if you've been in Austin long enough, there was a Memorial Day floods a few years ago, and guess where it hit really the worst was there. And so this building was 2 stories. The creek flooded so much that it started coming inside the building and going up the stairs, and everyone's cars were washing away like down the creek. Like all these cars were in our parking lot were just like lost down the creek forever.
Oh my God.
And just the water just kept, it was fully Titanic shit. And I was like texting my friends. I was like, I thought I was going to get off because of the rain, but I can't come to Purity Ring. I'm in a flooding building right now and I can't get out.
And everyone died at the Purity
We all
Ring
died.
concert.
Everyone died at the Purity Ring. That's why Austin Music Hall's not there anymore. It washed away.
They closed it immediately afterward.
That's very sad.
It was very sad, but yeah, that's
And
the closest I
thankfully,
got.
Purity Ring went with them.
But yeah, Purity Ring is fine. They're cute. I did intentionally wear a violent shirt against you today. I'm wearing a 100 Gex shirt.
Oh, I fucking love 100 guys.
Yeah, they fucking rule. This is the
Oh, yeah. I love
2019. This is their first merch they ever did, baby.
No
Love
way.
that. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Are they
Yeah.
still performing?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah, they
them.
played Flip Fest this past weekend.
I saw a video of
In
them
Austin?
just like
Or like
smashing.
Gonzalez, sort of the fuck, outside
Okay.
Austin. Yeah,
That's cool.
fuck Gex rule. I know you don't
love
like them.
It's
You
not
don't like 100 Gex? Why not?
I just cannot get into them. I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they're bad. They're just not for me.
Gotcha. I feel that.
You know?
Do you not like the screaming part or the music part?
Yes.
Yes, he says.
Yeah, they are. It was truly the most excited I've been about music. The first time I heard them, I was like, oh, like fuck, music is good again. Like I was like, ah. Yes.
Is that your favorite artist?
Probably my favorite like new artist. Probably like the most
Yeah.
excited I've been like since like I first heard like Sophie a million years ago.
Okay.
It was like
I was gonna say that there was a recent dude that you sent me that was so good.
Which one?
It was like it felt like I have to remember it, but it was like a dude kind of rapping, kind of really just kind of like doing free flow thought for 10 minutes, American something.
Oh, RXK and Nephew. Yes.
that was so good.
Are you familiar?
I don't think I am.
I think you'd like it.
Holy shit! Let's fucking put it on.
All right. Get copyright.
He has this. He's probably he puts on last year. He put out like 1,000 songs.
Holy shit.
He's like this like insane YouTuber dude, and he had like his most famous song. It's called American Terrorist with 2 T's on either side of terrorist, so it's to terrorist. And it's fully a 10-minute long uninterrupted monologue about everything. like geometry is fake. They put it there to keep kids stupid. To like all of Will and Jada's kids are gay. Like it's fully unhinged rants.
That sounds
like
amazing.
for every like 2 minutes of like this shit's crazy, he'll like say some like really profound thing, and I'm like, oh okay, hell yeah. And then he'll say some like psycho shit like
Babies are farting in my ears.
yeah, it's full. I'm like, I can't tell how much this guy is serious. I think he's 100% serious about everything. Yeah.
That's cool.
It hits the perfect kind of like, at least here's how I identified it. I don't know anything about it, but like I'm reviewing this as an artist. I figure it feels like what is going on in most American brains. Like it's just too much information. So much is coming out. You just like so like it needs 10 minutes of just pure anarchy to like move past it. Like it feels like you're in someone's brain.
Yeah.
Do you listen to JPEG Mafia at all?
I love JPEG. I love Peggy.
Love Peggy. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think we have very similar music
I think so
tastes.
too.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I brought you two together.
Yeah, finally. More than 2 seconds, yes. Yeah, check out Ark's nephew. He's very
Okay, yeah.
It's psychotic. It's like
I love
it's
that
like
kind of stuff.
remember a couple years ago whenever people said like that 1975 song, the Love It If We Made It was like reading a Twitter thread, or like how Lana Del Rey feels like reading Twitter. This feels like if you just scrolled Twitter really fast, but we're somehow absorbing everything. Just like, and then just spitting. It's like, it's so fucking good. And none of it rhymes at all. It's truly just like, it's like, remember in Seven where they go to that one guy's house and he has all the notebooks? And it's like bookshelves and bookshelves. It's like that.
Okay.
Where it's like, maybe I shouldn't be listening to this.
It's watch list music.
Yeah, it's watch list music.
Let's kind of get it's not MC Wright-esque, but like, you know, MC Wright has that like he doesn't like rhyme, but it has a flow.
I guess like early Wu-Tang stuff is kind of maybe like that, where it's just like kind of spoken word about random shit.
Yeah, it's definitely like in the lineage of like it's kind of modern day Gil Scott-Heron almost of just like but like way more unhinged.
It's funny enough, we were just talking about Gil Scott-Heron like 2 weeks ago. A week ago? Yeah, that was the one that Kanye uses in
Who Will Survive in America?
Who Will Survive in America.
That's
I
right.
brought him up in regards to the moon landing because he has that Whitey's on the moon one, which is really, really good.
Yes.
Talking about like
I had a controversial take that we shouldn't have tried to go to the moon.
and that's what
Heron's right. Yeah.
we like. Why go to the moon when we have like legitimate issues like here right now? Like I get it.
Did you listen to that Gil Scott-Heron album that Jamie XX did? That remix album? It's
No.
I haven't.
Hey Chingo.
I haven't.
It's very
I'll
good.
have to listen to it.
Because he did like an album. Gil Scott-Heron, I think his like last album was for XL, and then XL like commissioned Jamie XX to like remix it. And so you know that Drake song "Take Care"?
Yeah.
So that comes from the remix album. So that's like a remix
really?
of a Gil Scott-Heron song.
Wow.
Okay.
Which I think is a cover or like an interpolation. So it's like an interpolation of a remix of a cover.
It's a remix to Ignition.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Do you guys remember when the Black Eyed Peas changed the lyrics to one of their songs? Very.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. We are having a psychic connection right now. It is incredible. Yes.
Let's get it started.
Yeah.
In here.
They've like fully scrubbed that from the world. I don't know how they did it. It's the best censorship that's ever happened.
They're trying to Mandela effect us.
I don't know how they did it.
Well, it's like there's like a Taylor, you know, the Taylor Swift lyric change. So like in her
don't think
first
I do.
album, there's a song called "Picture to Burn," where she's like, I can't remember exactly the lyrics, but it's like, if you do something, don't worry, I'll tell your friends that you're gay. And she changed it. It's like, I'll tell them that way or whatever. She changed it, but there's like one CD pressing, and I texted my mom. I was like, don't we have this CD somewhere? She was like, can you like find the CD and tell me what the UPC code is? I have to know. And we have it. We have the homophobic CD. It's at my mom's house. And so she's going to send it to me here soon. I'm going to have the fucking homophobic Taylor Swift CD. I'm so excited.
You got to collect those like infinity stones. You got to find all the different shit. Put them together.
You get the Taylor Swift homophobic album. You get the 30 Rock DVDs with the episodes that were banned. The It's Always Sunny episodes that have now been banned.
I'm also going to speak in code around this because my opinion on this is in the extreme minority, and I understand that it's bad. But that's
what this show is, the extreme minority.
Perfect. Okay,
as you can tell, he's got the Tim Pool look.
Listen, motherfucker, I take this off. He doesn't even watch that shit.
So there's a Lady Gaga album called Art Pop, and on Art Pop there's a song called "Do What You Want," and on the song "Do What You Want." It features a certain artist who is just recently is going to jail for 30 years. If you know who that is, Shakira. Yeah, it features Shakira. It's a duet with Shakira. Very famous Chicago headline Pitchfork Fest in 2014 artist. But it's my favorite Lady Gaga song of all time, and it's scrubbed from all the vinyl versions and iTunes. But for my wedding, a good friend in Pendulum, Griffin May, found a CD copy for me with it on there.
Incredible.
And at my wedding, I was holding it at my reception, I was holding it the whole time. So every time I would go talk to somebody and they'd be like, "Congratulations on getting married," I was holding a copy of Art Pop by Lady Gaga with an R. Kelly song.
Is there photos? I want to see the photos.
Yeah, there's photos of me holding a fucking R. I take whenever like I go to like festivals or something or like do like a special occasion, I get a disposable camera, and I just now got those developed like a month ago, and 2 of the pictures are just of the Art Pop CD.
Yes. Is R. Kelly like, does the R stand for Let's Get It Started?
Starts for
Yeah. It stands for Let's Get R. Kelly.
Oh gosh.
Yes, that song rules though. It's great.
Are you gonna hold Taylor Swift ransom?
Yes,
Taylor,
it's fully gonna be Misery whenever she does that, because she's recording all her albums right now, and I'm like, if you don't re-record Taylor's version with the original lyric, I will find you.
What is she? I don't really understand what she's doing. Do you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So recently we'll get to this, but like my husband was like, "I think you're a bigger Swiftie than you are, Little Monster." I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." So I think my biggest
you're straying away from the Little Monsters.
I know. There's like too much jazz. But I'm a Swiftie before I'm an American. So basically, Scooter Braun, who's a longtime enemy of Taylor Swift, he bought all of the master recordings.
Doesn't he own like a whole bunch of artists' recordings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so him and Scott Borchetta got the Taylor Swift master recordings, and she did not like that. And so she was like, okay, well, I'm going to re-record all of my music so that they can't license out anything. So if somebody wanted to use You Belong With Me, they would have to, there's the Taylor version, they would use that instead. So because I own those masters.
That's really smart.
Yeah, it rules.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Everyone should be doing that.
Yeah, why not? That's what Prince said. If you don't own your masters, the masters will own you. So like, it's own your masters if you're a musician. Own it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of like why, not the only reason, but why I like JPEG Mafia and Gex and stuff. Like, they're not signed, I guess. JPEG's fully independent.
Yeah, I think Gex has like a publishing deal.
Okay.
Maybe they're like they have some thing with Atlantic, but I don't think it's like a full. I think they're still on their own, like Dog Show Records.
I really hate when the artists are like on TikTok complaining about, oh, they won't let me release my music. I was like, what is this? This is marketing for you, but also you're whining. Like, I don't understand it.
TikTok music is truly the worst shit. Like, are you into you're familiar with like the like ABCDEFU shit like that?
No,
I'm on a weird part of TikTok. I was on Real RX slideshow TikTok for a long time.
I want to hear about that cult, but before we do that,
you know what this is? Do you know Real RX slideshow TikTok?
No.
All right, let's do that.
Just like
we'll do that.
schizophrenic shit.
Hell yeah.
It was right after like the abortion stuff happened. It was basically just my entire TikTok feed was just like, here's how you make napalm. Here's how you make napalm. Here's how you make napalm.
Hell yeah. I love that shit. I need to get more. No, I'm just mostly on like cooking TikTok and like bear TikTok. I'm a lot of bears.
TikTok thinks I'm a lesbian.
Oh, hell. TikTok thinks I'm Jewish and trans.
Really?
Yeah.
I think TikTok knows something about you.
Yeah.
They might be right.
Honestly, they're not too far off. But so like there's like this trend like ABCDEFU. So there's this singer named Gail who has a song called ABCDEFU, and it's just like the chorus is ABCDEFU and it's just like yeah. And that like spawned like a lot of imitators of like people doing like nursery rhyme songs. But there's a really famous one by a singer named Leah Kate, named Twinkle Twinkle Little Bitch. and everyone just fucking dunked her because it's all just like dumb like 7-year-old music.
Yeah.
And there's been a bunch of videos of people like at Leah Kate shows, which is touring with somebody right now, and they'll have their phone up to like looking like they're recording it, but it's just like they'll have like the calculator app up or like YouTube up, and they're not actually doing anything.
They're playing Minecraft mobile.
It's so fucking funny. And this poor like woman knows that she's being just dunked on by the entirety of this app, but she's still hustling. Like,
good for her.
Keep going, Leah.
You
Never
gotta get
stop.
past the haters to
Yeah.
get into the lovers.
TikTok
I know.
haters are a full new breed.
Oh yeah, they're psychotic. I love TikTok. I'm on TikTok so fucking much.
It's like BTS fans got their own platform entirely.
Speaking of,
Yes.
a little throwback here, BTS fans.
Mhm.
Keep in mind, I hate BTS.
Okay.
Xander's really trying to like pick fights with fan groups of people that don't really.
I
need to mess
hate
with.
you. Please.
You're like Nicki Minaj fans. Come after me.
Oh, is that one? Nicki
Fuck,
Minaj.
we
fan.
do not need
no,
that.
y'all
Minaj
get
fans.
bombed.
We don't fucking need that.
Nicki Minaj fans are coming for you. Nicki Minaj rocks. Actually, I really like.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj rules.
I can't say anything bad about her because I am a Nicki Minaj fan.
I could come up with some bad stuff for sure.
You're a barb.
But yes, BTS fans, I hate you. I hate BTS. Engage with me at MouseOutWed on Twitter. Engage with everything we say. Any amount of engagement is good for us.
The thing with BTS fans is that they know when they're being like targeted and know like whenever they're being like trying to be put into a trap, they will not engage with you.
Damn it.
You can't
Yeah.
bait them. They're
Damn
too
it.
smart.
They're not barbs who are barbs. I love barbs. Once again, I'm a barb before an American. Barbs are very stupid and they will find you and kill
Like
you.
K-Hive? K-Hive is pretty stupid.
K-Hive is just dumb.
Yeah.
K-Hive is also dumb. Barbs are at least funny.
Yeah. I don't know. K-Hive is really fun because I'm just like, I didn't know bootlickers came in such a brand, you know?
It is, yeah. Indie bootlicker.
The Mumford and Son of bootlickers.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's this singer like named Diamanda Galas. She's like a 80s goth singer. She was very like kind of in like the Jarbo, like kind of no wave scene in the 80s. She's very dramatic, has this really like volcanic voice. I love her. She's incredible. She's very good goth music. And I had tweeted something about Diamanda Galas, and then about 10 minutes later I got retweeted by a Diamanda Galas fan account, and I was like, then I tweeted, I didn't know Diamanda Galas had a bot army. And then the Diamanda Galas thing responded to that. I was like, no, I'm just a really big fan. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were a person. I didn't think there was a fucking lunatic out here that was searching for Diamanda Galas tweets all the time and retweeting him, you fucking weirdo.
I didn't know your main was a Stan account.
Why do you run a Diamanda Galas? Who's out here tweeting about her? Me? And her?
Oh, God.
Shit. I had one for Brendan Fraser fans.
Hell yeah.
I'm pro Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he slaps.
I love him, and I like. Let's be real, he's really hot in The Mummy. The entire cast is.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very hot cast, and I just tweet about that. And Brendan Fraser fans now follow me.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, and the Brendan Fraser
funny.
podcast, which I actually need to reach out and see if I can be on their podcast. At some
Hell yeah.
point.
Well, it's about to pop off. The Whale's coming out soon.
Yeah, I want to be the fat person that comes on their podcast and talk about Brendan Fraser on The Whale.
I am afraid of that movie because you know that Darren Aronofsky is not known for handling things very with a soft hand, the gentle hand.
He doesn't know the word subtle.
No, he does not. There was that tweet that was like, Darren Aronofsky has 2 good movies, but no one can agree which 2 they
Yes.
are. Which was like, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
I don't know which 2 ones are for me. Probably Black Swan and The Fountain.
I was saying Black Swan and Mother.
I am not a fan of Mother.
Okay.
I think we've talked about this
Yes.
before, and I'm fine with that. Like, that's the thing. Like, at least Darren Aronofsky promotes these types of conversations, which not a lot of directors like promote. Like, there's like a I don't like that. It's like, cool, but at least it makes you think. Like, I like directors like that, which that's what I like about Darren. I don't know if I'll handle this subject matter very well, though.
I don't know anything about this movie. What's
Whale?
going on? Yeah.
The Whale it's based off a play, and it's about this guy who like I think got divorced or like something happened. He like binge ate and gained like 600 pounds, whatever, and he's just like a recluse in his apartment. And then like his daughter is trying to have like a better relationship with him.
Oh.
And so
That sounds sad.
I know. It's like, who's gonna go see that, mama?
Yeah.
Like that movie's gonna make $3 from me.
Yeah.
And Brendan Fraser is playing the whale.
The titular whale.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't anticipate Darren is going to approach it from a non-fat phobic
No.
point of view.
Brendan's, he's not 600 pounds.
No.
Well, they're doing a fat suit.
Okay.
That's another thing. They're doing a fat suit. When there's a perfectly good fat person right here who could have played it.
Yeah, the fat suit thing is weird. I don't like fat suits.
They're actually using Gwyneth Paltrow's from Shallow Hal. they got that out of storage.
We got one. Holly Hollywood has one fat suit they share.
This movie's been in production for 20 years. They just finally got off the list.
This fat suit smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
and
gosh.
apparently like the playwright is also not a good person.
Oh, great.
So I think
Good
it's
to
just
know.
like it's a shit
Good.
rolling down.
Oh,
Like
good to
nothing's
know.
good here. Am I gonna see it day one? No.
Am I? Yeah.
I've missed Brandon. He hasn't been in anything for a long time.
He
He got
was,
blacklisted, didn't he?
He did,
Mhm.
and he's been making his like slow comeback. He was in one of the
No sudden moves.
No Sudden Moves. He was great in that, and I loved that movie.
Mhm.
I hate that like went to the memory hole real quick.
I know. Well, that's the thing is like Soderbergh's like really obsessed with HBO right now for
Yeah.
some reason. He's like, I'm only gonna make HBO movies, and so like, okay, they're gonna like Kimmy. Like I loved Kimmy.
Yeah.
That movie lasted about one day of a weekend.
Yeah.
Like not
Everyone-
even a full weekend.
It not even one full Twitter cycle.
No.
No Sudden Moves less, and I
Yeah.
loved it. It was one of my favorite movies of 2021.
Yeah, it's great.
What's another? I mean, he did The Nick, which was
The Nick.
Cinemax, which is a masterpiece. Steven Soderbergh.
Listen, for being in the film industry, I know shit
Yeah.
about movies.
That's the funny thing I like about people who like are active in the film thing. They're so busy with making movies or making like media that they don't watch it.
I haven't watched a movie since, other than Top Gun, I haven't watched a movie since
Since nobody.
I can't even remember. I don't
Yeah.
I don't have another one in my head.
Well, it's like whenever people ask me about like comedy, like comedians, I was like, I don't know. I don't keep up with the comedy scene.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
like
I am asked that at work all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's your favorite comedian? Myself.
yeah,
Thank
me.
you.
I don't know. Dick Carr. I don't fucking like whatever. Like shit from the. I like the Texaco Comedy Hour. That's the last comedy show that I watched.
Where were we? Oh,
You were telling me about Steven Soderbergh.
Oh, yeah,
king,
Brendan
the fucking
Fraser.
king.
Brendan Fraser was in that movie. He's in that other show on HBO where he plays a robot. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Oh,
It's not Suicide Squad.
So like a
Doom
sci-
Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
There we
He's in
go.
Doom Patrol. I've heard good things. I just haven't watched it.
I've also heard good things about that.
Yeah. You come to this podcast for the news. We heard that maybe it's good.
I used to be a TV critic way back in the day, and
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's
That's
like a writer or
Uh-huh.
what? Oh, that's sick.
yeah. So the Television Without Pity, like they're kind of the website that like created modern day television criticism. They had launched a new site, and I wrote for them.
That's really
For a
cool.
couple years. I did a lot of their reality stuff, and I got so burned out on TV that I'm now finally watching like the first show. Like I watched like The Bear, and I was like, okay, fine, I can get back into TV shows
Yeah.
again. It's been like 6 years since I've watched like TV.
Yeah.
And that's a nice show to ease you into.
Yeah.
It's like short,
It's
only
short,
8 episodes,
yeah.
30 minutes long, except for one episode that's 40. It's like
I've heard from people it's traumatic to watch.
It's incredibly because I used to work in
Yeah.
restaurants, and I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is spot on.
yes, chef, hurt chef.
behind.
Behind corner. I still say behind.
I have like set lingo still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just good to like communicate that.
Yeah,
it's
always
I'm
good.
behind you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. My kitchen looks like a fucking restaurant kitchen. Like
Ooh.
I decant everything into smaller into like plastic containers because I don't like spices stuff. I don't like in the little like jars. I like them in the big like deli containers, and I put masking tape with black Sharpie and everything. And they're all facing the same way and organized by type of spice.
Good shit.
Oh yeah, and then my flour, my baking stuff is all in like big containers, like big Cambros, and I'm like
I love
organized, baby. I'm not gonna have a flour bag loose in my cabinet. What am I, a serial killer?
that. Yeah.
No.
Don't come to my house.
You just have an open sugar bag everywhere.
I want you to see my current kitchen just because it's unhinged how bad it is.
You should take a photo. We'll tweet it or something.
I will. It's okay. So first of all, there's no AC in there.
Why?
In your house or the
Yeah,
kitchen?
I don't know. Talk to the landlord.
Where do you live?
I live in a swamp house.
As a person from the swamp, I'll be the judge of that.
I mean, I'm from a little bit of a swamp.
Yeah, where are you from again?
Houston, Woodlands.
I'm from Beaumont, baby.
I know you're a real swamp.
Me and Kyle are we're the Bayou Boys.
Red Rocket is
Yeah,
like Red Rocket was like, this is too real. This
Watching
is too
Red
real.
Rocket, I was like, this is a documentary, mama.
It's
It
so
was
good.
So good.
Red Rocket movie released earlier this year by Sean Baker,
Okay.
just about a Gulf Coast scumbag.
Mhm.
Good shit.
It's
Good shit.
really good.
It's
really,
so
really
spot
good.
on.
Anyways, the kitchen, no AC. Stove immediately right next to the fridge, no counter space between the two.
Love it.
None whatsoever. The only counter space that there is immediately to the left of the sink
Where dishes
and
go.
to the right to the sink. The left of the sink is where all our microwave is and also where our dryer is. And then to the right,
Your dryer's in your kitchen?
yes, to the right is the wash. Once again, no AC. To the right, where the right side of the counter is, to To the right of that is the clothes washer. So you can't get to the right side of the dishes at all. So that's where you put the dishes on. And one just cabinet space is just loose, just pantry goods maybe.
Do you cook out of that?
I refuse to cook there. It's like so uninviting for cooking that like I just do the depressed HEB meals every day. You know, the ones where it's just like salmon and broccoli. It's like I just do that every day.
Yeah.
And
I have like a meal plan thing that I do.
Right. Like that's what I would have to do. I enjoy cooking. My last place I had when I was solo living, it was great. I cooked a lot more. It was a lot more inviting. This place is just like the opposite.
Oh no.
And if you're cooking at 6 o'clock, you're in a sauna because like the heat is hitting at the house. You have like the oven on, that's fire. The dryer and the washer are going, so you have that heat. It's just pure
nightmare shit.
Air fryer's going because your roommate's making some Pop-Tarts. Like it's just like every
air fryer. What the fuck?
Well, because the microwave's being used, and the microwave is plugged into the wall, and we have to take the microwave off to put the toaster on. So that we got to do the air fryer on the other side of the room.
Bro, I've lived in drug houses like less crazy than this.
Yeah, and also we have a bookshelf full of books in there.
Yeah.
Can I do a quick rant about an air fryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. The floor is yours. We'll lay out for it.
I hate air fryers. They're dumb. Not because they're a small convection oven, whatever, we get it. But all the recipes are like, put it in there at 417 degrees for 9 minutes. Like, that is not a real time or a temperature.
Yeah.
It should be in 5 increments.
Yes.
25 if you're going to be real. I don't believe in any of this 380 shit. No, it is 350, 375, 400. That is the temperature. And then your time should be 12 to 15, 15 to 18. It should be at a 5.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that says about me, but I'm right.
You sound like you're correct, is what I was going to say. I'm not going to disparage our guests.
Thank you so much.
I want you to come back.
As soon as I leave, you're going to be like, man, when Dylan talked about the air fryer.
They just look. We cut.
They freaked out. We
cut about 30 minutes.
They talked for like 40 minutes.
Air fryers are fucking stupid and gay. I hate it. And I can say that because I'm stupid.
Good stuff. Well, I think that's been Mouse Out of Wedlock. Thank you so much for being here, Dylan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Your plugs.
Yeah. I have a podcast, Straight People Movies. You can listen to every Wednesday.
Great show.
Thank you so much. We get new episodes of the podcast where 2 gays get together. We watch a movie made for straight people, and we ask the question, why? What did we do last week? We did Cool Hand Luke.
I haven't seen that one yet.
American Psycho. I had like we could talk about it off air, but I talked about it on the pod, but I had like a full on, I was triggered by it. So I had to stop watching it. I was having a poor mental health week whenever I watched it, so I only watched half of it. So it's not a good episode. But yeah, it's a fun pod. I love doing it.
It's really fun.
Well, sweet. And then your stage show.
Stage show's going to be in November.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Fallout Saturdays in November. More information coming soon about that. And
we'll retweet it to our thousands of fans.
Please, thank you.
Our 15 Twitter followers.
Hell yeah. Like, all
muted us for sure.
Some of the dumb shit I tweet.
Sometimes Xander will tweet and I'll text him like, what does that mean? And he'll be like, I'm high. I was like, okay, we'll let it go.
No, thank you for having me. This was a blast.
Yeah, it was great to have you.
This was awesome. A blast. Let's go play some magic.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So much magic.
Magic.
Oh yeah, you
We're
can find us
on
on @MouseWed and Colt at I don't know, and James Urkel Jones for Jakeb.
Yeah, I'm at Colt45Joyce or Colt Joyce on YouTube.
Bye.